Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This is going to be a pretty short video. I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys about my Swedish language learning journey. I had to practice saying that. Swedish language learning journey. Swedish language learning journey. See if you could say it 10 times fast. Because I get a lot of questions like if I can speak Swedish, if I'm going to study Swedish at SFE, questions like that. So just wanted to touch base about all that. Just trying to get comfortable on this chair. So to answer the first question, can I speak Swedish? Jag kan prata lite svenska, jag kan förstå mer sen jag kan prata. Jag kan prata very basic things. Hej, jag heter Kim, jag bor i Malmö, jag är från USA, men nu jag bor i Malmö. You know, things like that, but I definitely can't speak like fluent Swedish. But if you don't know, I've only learned Swedish from listening, and I've been coming back and forth to Sweden for the past 4 years, and when I come, I stay for about 3 months at a time. So everything that I've learned in Swedish has just been from when I've been coming during those times, listening to everybody around me speaking Swedish. So I don't know how to like write in Swedish very well. I can't read Swedish very well. I don't know the differences in like the whatever, those vowels, you know, all of the vowels with the dots over them, stuff like that. But I can understand a lot of Swedish. But like I said, I can't speak that much, and I definitely can't understand like university level Swedish. And when I go out and about here in Malmö or in Sweden in general, I always speak English. You know, if I'm ordering a coffee or at a restaurant or anything like that, I'll say maybe a few words in Swedish like tack, or, you know, if they start in Swedish and I just have to answer with a few words back, then I will stick to Swedish. But if I have to actually like speak, then I always speak in English. And that's just because I'm so nervous to speak Swedish with people I don't know. If it's like with my fiance or something like that, I can speak Swedish, but if it's with a total stranger, and especially a Swedish person whose Swedish is their natural first language, I get so nervous and I get too shy to speak Swedish. I don't know why. I think because I've just grown up speaking one language, so speaking another language to me feels very foreign. It feels very strange. But it's cool. I'm so excited to actually fully learn Swedish. And if you haven't seen my other video, the short video that I posted, I explained the reasons why I want to learn Swedish, but we'll just recap them in this video because why not? So number one, the reason why I want to learn Swedish is because I'm probably going to have kids in Sweden, and my kids are going to obviously speak Swedish, and I don't want them to be speaking a language that I can't understand because they can be, I don't know, planning something in front of my face that I can't understand, maybe lying to me, or I don't know, just not even like bad things that they might do, but just in general, I want to know the language that my kids know. So I really need to learn Swedish very well. And the second reason is because I live in Sweden now, and yes, everybody speaks English, but I think it's also like, I think it would be rude to just go around my whole life living here speaking English, because this is not an English-speaking country natively. This is a Swedish-speaking country. So now that I'm going to live in this country, I should learn the language of that country. I just think that is polite and just what you should do. If I was living in, I don't know, Brazil, I would learn Portuguese. Hopefully, although it does sound very confusing. But yeah, I live in Sweden, so I should speak Swedish, right? I mean, that's how life is. I also want to learn Swedish for my own benefit so that when I can go back to the US, I can speak Swedish. You know, if my fiance is with me or whatever and we're out and about, we can speak Swedish and I can impress everybody, because Americans think it's really cool when you can speak another language, because like I said, we just grow up speaking English. And so if you speak another language, it's kind of like cool and like exotic, you know? Plus, I've always wanted to like talk about people without them knowing. Not in a rude way, like not talk smack about somebody, but just say like, I don't know, oh, look at her purse. It's a really nice purse. I wonder where she got, you know, stuff like that. But without them knowing the language, because everybody speaks English in the US. So I'm excited to speak Swedish. And also, if I want to work here in Sweden, I have to know Swedish, so that's another reason why I am going to learn Swedish. I think there are some places that you can work where you only need English, but I'm sure most places do require you to speak Swedish a bit. So this is a very exciting piece of news. Today I had a meeting with the SFE teacher. She's not really a teacher. You just meet with her and then she decides which class to place you in. So the way that SFE works is there's different levels. So there's level A, B, C, and D. A is where you start, D is where you end. So I met with her and she asked if I could speak Swedish. I spoke a little bit of Swedish, kind of like I did before. And she said, your Swedish is good, but can you spell and can you write? And I said, I really can't, for exactly the reason that I explained in the beginning of this video, because I've only learned Swedish through listening. So she said, okay, and then she asked if I have an education from the US, which I do. I have my Associates of Fine Arts degree. So she said, because I have an education and I can speak Swedish a little bit, she'll place me in beginner plus level C. So she said my speaking will probably be ahead of the group, but I should stay in that class so that I can learn to write, because it's important to know how to spell and read and everything in Swedish, which I totally agree with. So I'll just complete level C and then I'll move on to level D and then I'll be done with SFE. That rhymed. That rhymed. And then she said if I want to continue, I can go to like university courses for Swedish if I want to continue learning Swedish through a school. So that's an option as well. But the sad news is, she said I have to wait until a spot opens up in that course, which I'm going to be doing, course C. And she said a spot probably won't open up for about 2 months. Sad. So I'm waiting to get an email from them when a spot opens up, and then I will begin my studies at SFE. I'm super excited to start, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how I am in school, because I haven't been in school since 2011, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just want to give you an update on my Swedish language learning journey, and thank you so much for everybody who's following my journey and everything like that. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments. You can also reach out to me on my Instagram, which is Kim's in Sweden. And you can also follow me on TikTok, which is Kimberly Source. I'll link everything I'm involved in down below, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, night, whatever it is. Hope it's great, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey do! Bye!